Once you're happy with your edit, you're going to want to export your audio tracks. You've mixed them all together. You're happy with the way it sounds. Now you want to end up just with your final tracks that you're going to give back to the editor to master along with the visual. Now Pro Tools doesn't call it export, although in other versions of Pro Tools there is something that says export. You want to bounce to disk. You can bounce to the QuickTime movie and it'll export the visual as well as the audio, but chances are you're not going to use that visual for your final master of your film. You're going to bounce to disk. Now it's going to come up with a bunch of different options. You're going to bounce source. Your output is going to be your stereo, wave. If you're doing a podcast, MP3 would be the way to go. Otherwise, WAV or AIF, SD2, Sound Design 2 doesn't get used all that much anymore. But WAV will be fine. Multiple mono would mean a left and right track, which would be great for your edit. Or you can do stereo interleave, which would then just be one stereo track. Either way, up to you depending on what you're going to do with the sound after you're finished with it. Bit depth, 24 is better than 16, 48K for absolute sure, depending on how it was edited, but most of the time it's 48K for now. A conversion option, before or after, doesn't matter. When you hit bounce, it's going to ask where you want to save it to. Remember that folder we started way back in one of the first tutorials? You can either put it in your audio file folder, which I find is probably too big. I want it to be out here so I can give it to the editor. And we can call this test example master audio. And when you hit save, it's going to export it or bounce it in real time. So if you're doing a feature film, it's going to take you an hour and a half. I recommend you sit and listen to it as it's exporting to make sure that the audio that you edited comes out the way you intend it to. If you want to cancel it for some reason, as you can see right here, just hit escape.